Beloved, let us journey together back to a time when faith was tested in ways that may seem distant yet profoundly relevant to your own life. Imagine a world where the people had turned away from me, their creator, to worship false gods. It was a time of deep spiritual and moral decay, where righteousness seemed to be overshadowed by corruption. This was the world Elijah entered, a prophet set apart for a divine mission. Elijah, a figure of immense courage and unwavering faith, stood as a solitary beacon amidst a sea of idolatry. His name, meaning "My God is Yahweh," was a declaration of his commitment to my truth. His mission was daunting: to confront the wicked King Ahab and his wife Jezebel, who had led Israel into the worship of Baal, a false god. In this age of apostasy, Elijah was chosen to deliver my message of repentance and to demonstrate my power in ways that would affirm my sovereignty over all creation. Elijah's story begins with a dramatic confrontation on Mount Carmel, where he challenged the 450 prophets of Baal to a contest to prove whose God was real. In a show of divine power, I answered Elijah's prayer with fire, consuming the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and even the water in the trench. This miraculous event was a profound demonstration of my supremacy over the false gods of the land. Yet, even after this dramatic victory, Elijah faced the threat of Jezebel, who vowed to kill him. Despite witnessing my mighty act, Elijah fled, overwhelmed by fear and exhaustion. He retreated to the wilderness, where he experienced a moment of deep despair, questioning his purpose and calling. It was in this moment of vulnerability that I spoke to Elijah, not through grandiose displays of power, but through a still, small voice. This encounter on Mount Horeb was pivotal, revealing that my presence and guidance are not always in the dramatic, but often in the quiet and intimate moments of life. This lesson is crucial for you, my child, as you navigate your own trials and seek my direction. Elijah's journey reflects the challenges you may face in your walk of faith. It is a story of confrontation and victory, despair and reassurance, demonstrating that even in the most daunting circumstances, my power and promises remain steadfast. As you reflect on Elijah's life, consider how my promises to him can inspire and guide you in your own journey of faith. Before we delve deeper into the divine promises and their implications, I encourage you to engage actively. Share your experiences and thoughts by commenting below. If you have ever faced challenges that seemed insurmountable or have felt the need for divine reassurance, comment with standing firm and let us know how my promises have been a source of strength in your life. Your reflections can serve as a beacon of hope and encouragement to others who may be facing similar trials. The Old Testament is a treasure trove of my promises, each one a testament to my unchanging nature and unwavering commitment to my people. These promises are not mere historical footnotes, but are living assurances that extend to all who seek me. To Elijah, I made several profound promises. One of the most notable was found in 1 Kings 19 verse 18, where I assured Elijah that despite the widespread idolatry, I had preserved a faithful remnant of 7,000 in Israel who had not bowed to Baal. This promise was a source of encouragement for Elijah, reminding him that he was not alone in his struggle. It also demonstrated that my plans are larger than what is immediately visible, and that even in times of apparent defeat, my purposes are being fulfilled. Consider the promises made to the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. To Abraham, I promised that he would be the father of many nations and that his descendants would inherit the land of Canaan. Despite the seeming impossibility of these promises, I fulfilled them in ways that exceeded human expectation. Isaac was born to Abraham and Sarah in their old age, and the nation of Israel emerged from their lineage. The land of Canaan became the heritage of their descendants, demonstrating my power to accomplish what I have promised. The story of Joseph provides another powerful example. Despite being sold into slavery by his brothers and enduring years of hardship, Joseph's story culminated in his rise to a position of power in Egypt, where he was able to save his family from famine. My promise to Joseph that he would rise to a place of influence was fulfilled in a way that not only blessed him but also his entire family and many others. These promises reflect my character, faithful and dependable. They are a source of hope for you, demonstrating that I am a God who keeps my word. When you face uncertainties or challenges, remember that the same God who fulfilled his promises to Elijah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph is at work in your life. My promises are a testament to my unchanging nature and my commitment to your well-being. The message I delivered to Elijah on Mount Horeb was a turning point in his life and ministry. After the dramatic events on Mount Carmel, where I demonstrated my power, Elijah was left feeling isolated and discouraged. He retreated to the wilderness, seeking solace and understanding. It was in this moment of solitude that I spoke to him in a still, small voice. This encounter is significant for several reasons. First, it reveals that my presence and guidance are not always manifested in dramatic ways, but often in the quiet, intimate moments. The storm, earthquake, and fire were powerful displays of my might, but my voice came in a gentle whisper. This illustrates that my guidance can come in the most unexpected forms, and that my presence is not confined to the extraordinary but is deeply present in the everyday moments of life. Second, my message to Elijah reaffirmed his purpose and mission. Despite his feelings of isolation, I reminded him that he was not alone. I instructed him to anoint new kings and a prophet to succeed him, reinforcing that my work was ongoing and that his role was part of a larger divine plan. This message was meant to encourage Elijah to continue his mission with renewed vigor and to trust in my plan for his life. For you, this message serves as a reminder that even in moments of doubt and despair, I am present and guiding you. Your feelings of isolation or inadequacy do not diminish my plans for you. Just as I had a purpose for Elijah, I have a purpose for you. In times of uncertainty, listen for my still, small voice, and trust that my guidance is as real and profound in your life as it was for Elijah. The promises I made to Elijah are not confined to the pages of Scripture but have practical applications for your life today. Understanding how these promises translate into your daily experiences can provide strength and encouragement as you face your own trials. When you encounter challenges, whether they are personal, professional, or relational, remember the promise of my presence and support. Just as I assured Elijah that he was not alone, I assure you that I am with you in every situation. My promise to guide and sustain you applies to your struggles, big or small. Seek my guidance through prayer and trust that I am working on your behalf, even when the outcome is not immediately visible. Consider Elijah's story when you face moments of doubt or fear. His experience of victory followed by discouragement is a reflection of the highs and lows of life. In your moments of triumph, give thanks for my blessings. In your moments of despair, seek my comfort and strength. My promises are a source of stability and hope, helping you to stand firm in the face of adversity. For example, if you are dealing with a challenging situation at work, remember that I am with you, providing wisdom and strength. If you are facing a personal crisis, know that my promises of healing and restoration are available to you. My provision and guidance are not limited by the scope of your circumstances but are boundless, extending to every area of your life. My promises are also a call to action. As you experience my faithfulness, share your testimony with others. Let your life be a witness to my power and provision. Just as Elijah's story inspired faith in the hearts of many, your testimony can encourage others to trust in my promises. Throughout history, many have experienced the fulfillment of my promises in their lives. Their stories offer profound insights into how my promises come to life in real-world situations. Consider the story of a young woman named Sarah who faced the challenge of infertility. After years of trying to conceive, she was disheartened and ready to give up. Yet, she held on to my promise of provision and comfort. Through prayer and faith, Sarah experienced a miraculous pregnancy and the joy of motherhood. Her story is a testament to my promise of blessings and fulfillment, showing that even in the face of seemingly impossible circumstances, my promises can bring about remarkable outcomes. Another powerful testimony comes from a man named David, who faced financial ruin after a series of unfortunate events. David had always been a faithful steward of his resources, and he held on to my promise of provision. Through unexpected opportunities and the support of his community, David not only recovered from his financial difficulties but also found a new purpose in helping others who faced similar struggles. His story reflects my promise of provision and guidance, demonstrating that my plans for you are often more expansive and enriching than you might initially perceive. These stories, and countless others like them, illustrate that my promises are not abstract concepts but are deeply woven into the fabric of everyday life. They show that my faithfulness is enduring and that my intervention in your life is both personal and profound. As we reflect on the promises I made to Elijah and their relevance to your life, I invite you to engage in a period of personal reflection. Consider the following questions and take some time to write down your thoughts. 1. What specific challenges are you currently facing? Reflect on how my promises of strength, guidance, and provision apply to these situations. 2. How have you experienced my faithfulness in the past? Think about instances where you have seen my promises fulfilled in your life or the lives of those around you. 3. In what ways can you stand firm in my power like Elijah? Consider practical steps you can take to remain steadfast in your faith, even in the face of adversity. Share your reflections in the comments below, and let us create a community of encouragement and support. By sharing your experiences and insights, you contribute to a collective understanding of how my promises can guide and uplift us in our journey of faith. As we conclude our exploration of my promises to Elijah, remember that these promises are not confined to the past but are alive and relevant for your life today. My word is a source of strength, hope, and guidance, offering reassurance in times of uncertainty and challenges. To embrace and live out these promises, let them shape your actions and decisions. Stand firm in your faith, knowing that I am with you, providing strength and support in every circumstance. Allow my promises to be a foundation upon which you build your life, guiding you through both triumphs and trials. Just as Elijah's story is a testament to my faithfulness, so too can your life be a witness to the power of my promises. As you navigate your journey, carry my promises in your heart, and let them inspire you to live boldly and faithfully. Remember, my beloved child, that I am a God who keeps his word. My promises are sure, and my love for you is everlasting. Stand firm in my power, and let your life reflect the enduring truth of my faithfulness. May you find comfort and strength in my promises, and may you experience the fullness of my blessings as you walk in faith and obedience.